The next conclave could reshape the future of the Catholic Church. Cardinals from every corner of the globe will gather under the watchful gaze of Michelangelo's frescoes to elect the next pope. The decision they make will impact the direction of the Church for years to come. Let's take a look at the most likely papal contenders from each continent and how they might shape the future of the Church. Number 6. North America. One of the most talked about names in North America is Cardinal Raymond Leo Burke. He is the former Archbishop of St. Louis and later became the prefect of the Apostolic Signatura, which is the highest court in the Church. Cardinal Burke is highly respected for his deep knowledge of Catholic canon law, his devotion to the Holy Eucharist, and his commitment to defending the sanctity of life. He has a strong following among traditional Catholics who see him as a defender of church traditions. However, his relationship with Pope Francis has been tense. Over the years, Pope Francis has removed Cardinal Burke from several key roles. In 2013, his name was frequently mentioned as a possible successor to Pope Benedict XVI. Now some believe he is a dark horse candidate in the race to succeed Pope Francis. Number 5. Africa. The most well-known name from Africa is Cardinal Robert Sarah, a favorite among traditional Catholics. However, at 79 years old, his chances of being elected pope are slim. A more likely candidate is Cardinal Peter Turkson from Ghana. He was the former Archbishop of Cape Coast and has been a prominent figure in the Vatican. He was appointed by Pope Francis as the Chancellor of the Pontifical Academy of Sciences and the Pontifical Academy of Social Sciences. Cardinal Turkson is seen as someone who could continue Pope Francis's approach to leadership. Many Catholics are eager to see an African pope, as Catholicism is growing rapidly in Africa while declining in Europe. Turkson's name was widely discussed during the 2013 conclave. However, he has faced some criticism for openly discussing the possibility of becoming pope, which is traditionally frowned upon. Number 4. South America. South America has not been at the center of papal speculation despite Pope Francis being from Argentina. However, one name that stands out is Cardinal Odilo Scherer, the Archbishop of São Paulo in Brazil. He has been an ally of Pope Francis and was appointed to the Congregation for Catholic Education in 2013. When he turned 75, Pope Francis asked him to continue in his role instead of retiring. Cardinal Scherer comes from a German immigrant family, much like Pope Francis, whose parents were Italian immigrants. While he may not be the top candidate in the eyes of many, his deep ties to Pope Francis and his leadership in Brazil make him a strong contender for the papacy. Number 3. Australia. Australia does not currently have any active cardinals with a strong chance of being elected pope. However, the newly named Cardinal Molo Bacco has gained attention. He will officially be made a cardinal in December and is a unique figure for several reasons. He will be the youngest cardinal in the college at just 44 years old. He is also a bishop in the Ukrainian Catholic Church, an Eastern rite that is in full communion with the Roman Catholic Church. His selection by Pope Francis has raised some eyebrows, as his superior, Archbishop Sviatoslav Shevchuk, was passed over. Not much is known about where Cardinal Bacco stands on church matters, but his rapid rise in the church has made him a figure to watch. Number 2. Asia. The most prominent name from Asia is Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle. He is affectionately known in the Vatican as Chito and is sometimes referred to as the Asian Francis, due to his similarities to Pope Francis. Pope Francis has played a key role in elevating Cardinal Tagle's position in the Church. He was previously the Archbishop of Manila, but now works entirely in the Vatican. In 2020, Pope Francis promoted him to the rank of Cardinal Bishop, the highest rank among cardinals. His closeness to Pope Francis could be an advantage or a disadvantage, depending on how the next conclave views Francis's legacy. Some wonder which version of Pope Francis Tagle would follow, the one who firmly stated that women cannot become deacons or the one who left the door open for discussion, the one who privately condemned homosexuality in the Vatican, or the one who promoted inclusivity in church documents. Cardinal Tagle remains a strong contender for the papacy, and many see him as a continuation of Pope Francis's leadership style. Number 1. Europe. Several European cardinals have been mentioned as possible popes. Cardinal Péter Erdő of Hungary is seen as a strong candidate for those who want the Church to return to a more traditional path. Cardinals Christoph Schönborn of Austria and Angelo Scola of Italy were both considered top contenders in 2013 but are now likely too old for consideration. This leaves Cardinal Pietro Parolin, the Vatican Secretary of State, as the most likely European candidate. Cardinal Parolin has spent most of his career in the Vatican's diplomatic service and has played a crucial role in managing the Church's global affairs. Some see him as a balanced choice who could unite different factions within the Church. His experience in diplomacy could be valuable at a time when the Church faces challenges from within and outside its walls. Parolin could offer a period of stability after the energetic and sometimes unpredictable leadership of Pope Francis. The election of the next pope will be one of the most important moments in the Catholic Church's history. Each of these cardinals represents a different vision for the future of the Church. Some would continue Pope Francis's approach, while others would take the Church in a different direction. The decision made in the Sistine Chapel will shape the Church for decades to come. The world will be watching closely as the cardinals gather to choose the next leader of the Catholic Church.